So how many people joined in the last session? Anyone please confirm, just say yes in the chat box. So how many people joined in the last session? Just say in the chat box. Only 2 people? See, last class almost 10 or 15 people attended. Okay guys, so if you have missed out the last session, so I will share you the recorded video in the chat box. Okay, so after end of the class you will find the recorded video in the chat box. So already shared here, just check in the chat box. So recorded video is already available and notes are also available. So please check here. Okay, this is completely basic session. It is a completely basic session. So here we discussed about what is SAP, what is ERP, and what is the salary of SAP FICO or S4HANA consultant. Okay, these are all discussions happened in the last session. This is completely basic level. So today we will talk about SAP S4HANA and HANA and ECC. Okay, so what are the differences between SAP S4HANA, HANA and ECC? So this is our topic today. And last session, it's completely demo session. We will share you these details in the chat box. Okay. Anyone tell me what is the difference between ECC, S4HANA and HANA? Anyone? Any idea?
When compared to ECC, and it is the advanced version.
Okay. I need detailed explanation about these areas. If anyone is there, please explain what is the difference between ECC, S4HANA and HANA. This is our topic today. Okay. So from tomorrow onwards, we will start SAP project related areas. Okay. So this is completely basic level, and yesterday I think last session is also completely basic level. Okay. So can you see my screen, please? Confirm. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. See guys, the topic is SAP ECC S4 HANA and HANA, a comprehensive comparison between these three areas. What is SAP ECC? SAP ECC means it's a ERP central component. It's completely old version. This version has been released 25 years back. Okay, and this will be going to ended up. That means wind up. Okay, on or after 2027. So after 2027, no more ECC. And so right now there is no ECC implementation projects are going on in the market. But in your profile, if you want to add this experience, then so on before 2022, okay, you can tell to the interviewer. Okay, so I was worked in ECC system. Okay, as a implementation projects I was supported. So like that you can tell to the interviewer. Okay, so this version is completely ended up in 2027. Okay, so no more ECC after 2027. SAP has given official notification that after 2027 not supporting ECC. Okay, so that's the reason So our discussions will be completely in SAP S4HANA platform. No more ECC. Okay. So, but for interview point of view, we will discuss the comparison between ECC to S4HANA. Why? Because in market, so 50% of companies still in ECC. So they will migrate to SAP S4HANA before 2027. That is the deadline. So, but so if any interviewer asks about ECC version, at least you have to say these are the things in the ECC and these are the things S4HANA. That comparison is must. So that's the reason. So today our topic is SAP ECC versus SAP S4HANA and HANA. Okay. So ECC is the old version. This going to be wind up in 2027. After that, no more ECC. SAP clearly given in the official notification that after 2027 onwards, SAP is not supporting to ECC clients. Okay, that means SAP has large clients, so many clients like almost 4 lakhs customers are there. Okay, they out of 4 lakhs, 50% of people still, 50% of organizations still using ECC version. So now they need to migrate to SAP S4HANA very soon. Okay, this is the new update. Okay, so let me go to the next slide. So you can see my screen, right? Please confirm. So SAP ECC means ERP Central Component. This ECC version was released in 25 years back. Okay, and this going to be winding up in 2027, right? So SAP ECC came in early 2000 back. That means so in 2000 year, so it was come to the picture. Okay, and regarding this SAP S4HANA, okay, this was introduced in 2015. Okay, so but this version has been, this HANA database has been launched in 2010. SAP S4HANA is the latest version. Okay, SAP S4HANA is the latest version. This was introduced in 2015. Okay, so the version is 1511. This is the completely old version. Okay, so SAP ECC was introduced in 2000. Okay, SAP HANA is the database. So in SAP S4HANA, HANA is the database. So HANA stands for High Performance Analytical Appliance. High Performance Analytical Appliance. So it's a database. SAP S4HANA is the next generation ERP suite. Okay, this SAP S4HANA will be in 2040, up to 2015 to 2040. SAP has given in the official notification that SAP S4HANA will continue up to 2040. Okay. So now you guys understand that SAP ECC version is the old one. SAP S4HANA is the latest one. So at the time of ECC, okay, so ERP HP, this is the old versions. ERP HP 5, 4 like that, 5, after that 6, after that 7 like that. So new versions are coming. But in SAP S4HANA also, every year new version will be released by SAP itself. Please.
Oh, what is meant by S4? S4 means
Yeah.
S4 means
S4 means a software. So like ECC version, S4. I will tell you it's a fourth version of Business Suite. Okay. Okay. Let me discuss about all this stuff. Then finally you have 5 minutes of time to ask the questions. So here the topic is SAP ECC. ECC is the old version and S4HANA is the latest version. Okay, so SAP ECC is the ERP suite. It's a HANA is the database. S4HANA is the next generation ERP suite. ERP means what? In the previous session, we discussed it clearly. ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning. So it is integrated planner. Like all the modules are integrated, like finance, SD, PP, QM. So ABAP basis every module is integrated. In single place, we can view entire details. If management wants to explore the finance details, we can view in the single place, single window. So if management wants to ask any controlling module reports, then we can find those things. Okay, so many ERPs available in the market. So JD AdWords, Microsoft Dynamics, QuickBooks. These discussions happened in the last class. Okay, what is ERP? What is business suite? So these things we already discussed. Okay, so today is completely a new session for everyone. So whole session you can for whole section you can just check my demo video that is available in the chat box. See guys, so here we can clearly understand that so ECC is the old version, S4HANA is the latest version. What is meant by HANA? HANA stands for High Performance Analytic Appliance. S4 means fourth generation of business suite. This is the fourth version of SAP Business Suite. Okay, so business suite means including all product lifecycle management, SCM, supply chain management, SRM, supplier relationship management, PLM, product lifecycle management. So ERP, enterprise resource planning. This is including all. Business suite means including all. SAP S4HANA is supported to all products like ERP, SCM, SRM, PLM, so like that. So here SAP HANA is the database. SAP S4 HANA is the next generation business suite. This software, SAP S4 HANA is the software. Okay. ECC is also software. HANA is the database one. HANA is integrated with S4 HANA. Okay. So that means S4 HANA will work on HANA database only. Okay. So SAP S4 HANA SAP S4 HANA works on only HANA database. Understand right? So database. So ECC connected with the third party databases. There is no own database for ECC system earlier on or after 2010. So SAP S4 HANA has been come up like HANA database introduced in 2010. Okay. So SAP HANA database come in 2010. SAP S4 HANA software introduced in 2015. Okay. So now you can understand that SAP ECC is the old version. Okay. SAP ECC is the old version. Please, everyone, keep your audio mute, please. Everyone, keep off your audio. Okay. So SAP ECC has these databases like Oracle, MS SQL, IBM DB2, SQL. Okay. SAP ECC has no own database earlier before 2010. After 2010, we will see HANA database comes into picture. Okay. So earlier SAP has no own database. It was integrated with the third party databases like Oracle, MS SQL, IBM DB2, SQL. These are the databases were integrated with SAP. Any one database we can integrate with this ECC database. Okay. So let me show the screen. Sorry, your voice is not audible. Please raise your voice. Yeah. Okay, fine. No, your voice is not audible properly. Can you Can you explain? Can you just ping in the chat box? Can you just ping in the chat box? Okay, guys. So here we can see ECC system, and this is S4HANA system. So ECC is the old version. Okay. So you just click on this ECC version. So just give the user ID here. Okay. So this version password was locked. See, just to look at this SAP S4HANA screen. So this is S4HANA 2022 version. So I just go to system and just go to system and go to status. Okay. So here you can see host S4HANA and database is HANA database. So if you look at ECC system, here Oracle, MS SQL or IBM DB2 was integrated with this ECC system. But in case of SAP S4HANA, okay, the only one database is HANA database. We cannot run Oracle, MS SQL, IBM DB2 SQL databases in SAP S4HANA platform. But we can run HANA database into ECC system, and we can run other third-party databases into ECC system. That is the difference. Okay. So here this operating system is Linux and database is HANA database host. Okay, and if you want to see the product versions here, just click on this and go to install product versions. Okay, so here SAP S4HANA on-premise 2022 version. Right now, so we will deal everything in SAP S4HANA 2022 version only. Okay, so now you can clearly understand that SAP S4HANA will work on HANA database only. Okay, so that means, okay, so no other databases can integrate this SAP S4HANA system. SAP S4HANA is the software. It's like a ERP software. It's a programmed software. Okay, so and HANA is the database. We can connect only HANA database to S4HANA software. Okay, but we cannot run other databases like Oracle, MS SQL, IBM DB2, etc. to the S4HANA software. Okay, understand, right? So, but in case of ECC, ECC is not working in my system currently because of expiry of password. Okay, so if you look at ECC, ECC connected with the third-party databases. Okay, so what are the third-party databases? MS SQL, IBM DB2, SQL. These are the third-party databases. Okay, and we cannot integrate this third-party database to SAP S4HANA system. SAP HANA is only the database. HANA stands for high performance analytical, high performance. What is the HANA? High performance analytical appliance. Okay. So regarding this architecture, so it works on three servers. So SAP ECC has three servers. Okay, it works on three servers, and SAP S4 HANA has also three servers. So SAP S4 HANA works on three servers. So three-tier architecture. This S4 HANA has also three-tier architecture. This is only database. Okay.
Could you repeat one more time the architecture part?
Yes, sure. Yes. See, what is database? So Yogendra Sharma asked about the transactions which we stored in Oracle IBM. Same way SAP, yes. Okay, so in this database, we can store like master data, transactional data, and customizing data. Everyday business transactions we can store in the HANA database. So this HANA database, it is we can mount on S4 HANA system, cloud, on-premise cloud, hybrid model. Okay, so success factors also we can apply to this HANA database. Regarding this, regarding this, I will explain this concept. So this is S4 HANA. SAP S4 HANA mainly work on 3 servers. That's the reason it is called as R3. R means real time, 3 means 3 servers. So what are the servers we have? Presentation server, application server, and so it's like a database server. So SAP S4 HANA is also called as ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Okay, so it's a next generation business suite, advanced suite. Okay, it is including all the products like a PLM, SEM, CRM. Okay, supports to all products. Okay, so this has 3 servers: presentation server, application server, and database server. So presentation server is the Fury apps. So database server. So we have exclusively database, HANA database for SAP S4 HANA. This database for transaction storing, like you want to store the transactions or customizing data or master data, whatever it could be, it will be stored in the HANA database only. Okay. So this is the backend layer or backend server. Okay. So application server is the software that is called as S4 HANA. S4 HANA is the programmed software. Okay. Presentation server is nothing but Fury apps. So user post the transactions day-to-day basis, right? So like rent paid, salary paid, etc. So transaction details we can see in the Fury apps only. And regularly users post the transactions, and also we can see the reports in Fury apps. This is the user interface. Fury apps is the user interface for SAP S4 HANA. Okay, so application server is the software. Software is nothing but programmed software. It is S4 HANA. So it is the middle of the layer or server. Database is the back-end server. Presentation server is the front-end layer or front-end server. So user will give the inputs in the presentation server. Like so user posts the transaction and they can see the reports and they can analyze the reports. Everything over here. So if this presentation server is working because of this software. So if you look at any device, it has software, right? Without software it will not work. So like here SAP S4 HANA has software. This is programmed software. So SAP S4 HANA is the programmed software. HANA is the database. Fury apps is the user interface, like a user, everyday users post the transactions. SAP S4 HANA support Fury apps as well as GUI. GUI means graphical user interface. Okay, let me bring my SAP screen right now. So this is GUI, graphical user interface. So here just give the login credentials. So this is the user interface. So SAP S4HANA support GUI as well as Fury apps. So here Fury apps have been launched in GUI. Okay, it is integrated. If you double click on this, okay, if you double click on this, just click on log on. So it will take you to the Fury apps. So user can post the transaction from this place. Okay. So like if you want to pay GL, general ledger related transactions, rent paid, salary paid, then FB50. So user gives the document date, posting date, reference number, and GL accounts like so rent paid, rent account data to bank. So like that. So user will post the transaction from this place. Okay. So here one more screen is there. So Fury apps. So this is the Fury apps. So SAP S4HANA support both. So this GUI as well as Fury apps. So you can post the transaction. You can book the transaction from this place, or else you can book the transaction from this place. So the differences we will discuss in the upcoming classes. Okay. So here we have journal entries. So from this place, SAP end user. SAP end user means so day-to-day transactions regularly he will post and he will prepare the reports for the top management. So here all the journal entries list we can see in the single place. So we can also drag and drop here. Okay, and no T codes are there in a Fury apps. But here for every transaction, so we have to enter the T code. For GL related transaction, just give the T code, and for finance like so this is FB60 for vendor invoice, and FB70 for customer invoice. There is separate T code for every transactions. There is a separate T code for every transaction in the this GUI. But here we have this tiles. Okay, these tiles. So here, so for posting the transaction, so we have tiles. Okay, there is no T codes are required in SAP Fury apps. Okay, so here we can post the transactions and we can see the reports, and so management wants any report that we can create and we can send it. Okay, and we can see the emails also. Okay, so this is the Fury apps. SAP S4HANA support both Fury apps and GUI. So Fury apps is the user interface. Okay, GUI, graphical user interface. So this is here we can do configuration and we can post the finance transactions, etc., etc. So ECC. So this S4HANA introduced in 2015. So HANA database was introduced in 2010. Okay. So ECC has 3 servers. But here in ECC there is no Fury apps. ECC will not support Fury apps. ECC support only GUI. That means so user post finance transactions regularly on this GUI only. Okay. So here the presentation server means user interface is GUI. So in this GUI, SAP end user screen is SAP Easy Access. So this is the screen for SAP end users. Okay, just go to accounting, go to financial accounting, go to general ledger, go to document entry. So here we have the transaction codes for general ledger. The same way here we can see account receivables. So we have this. Okay. So like every every module, these are all called as sub modules. So this is accounting is one module. Under accounting, these are the sub modules in SAP FI. So in SAP FI, these are the sub modules like general ledger, account receivables, payables, banks, fixed assets. These are the sub modules of SAP FI. Understand? And in SAP CO, we have sub modules: cost element accounting, cost center accounting, internal orders, activity based costing, product costing, profitability analysis, profit center accounting. These are the sub modules of SAP CO, and these are the sub modules of SAP FI. Everyone understand? So main modules are general ledger, GL, simply account receivables, payables, banks, fixed assets. Okay. So in SAP ECC is the old version. Okay. So this was introduced in 2000, almost 25 years back. See, presentation server is only GUI in ECC system. Application server is only S4 application server is no S4HANA, only ECC. So it is software. So database server is the HANA database. Understand? So here no HANA, but HANA SAP ECC also support HANA databases. Earlier there is no HANA database. On or after 2010, so we can integrate this HANA database to SAP ECC system also. So we can connect the third party databases to this ECC system. Understand? Everyone getting me? So for Fury apps, no need to use the codes in GUI. We need to use the codes post and ledgers. Is my understanding correct? Yes. So for Fury apps APP, for Fury apps, there is no need to use any transaction codes. Okay. So we have tiles. So you directly pick and choose any one tile. Like you want to post GL, just go to journal entries and post, and just pick the tile and post the entry. That's it. Okay. So but in case of GUI, you have to select T code. Okay. So in the command field, so you need to give the T code. That's it. It is GUI will work. GUI works based on the T codes one. Okay. Right. Okay, everyone understand, right? So here in ECC we have GUI. So in SAP S4HANA Fury apps, but S4HANA supports GUI also. Okay. So SAP S4HANA is the advanced version, hence it is integrated with the AI, machine learning, Fury apps, LOT, CDS, etc. Okay, these are all high innovations. So this has a very limited. Okay, so this version will be winding up in 2027. After that, no more ECC versions. Right now, all implementation projects will be going on SAP S4HANA system only. No ECC. No ECC projects for implementation. Okay. This is only database. Okay. It's not a software. This is only database. All your master data like a vendor, customer, bank, asset, this is called as master data, will be stored in the database. Okay. All your transactional data will be stored in the database. all your customizing data will be stored in the database. Okay, this SAP S4HANA is highly advanced. So it has AI, machine learning, Fury apps, LOT, CDS. These are all stuff is included in SAP S4HANA. Okay, understand right? ECC is the traditional version. S4HANA is the high innovation. Okay, and the version is 2024 is going on in the market right now. 2024. So ECC, ERP, EHP 8 version is going on in the market, but so after 2027 SAP is not supporting to the SAP clients. Okay. So SAP ERP central component just now we discussed. So it's a R3 model. R means real time. 3 means 3 servers. Okay. So this version supports finance, logistics, HR, material management, all the modules which are there in the S4HANA. Okay. And this supports Oracle, IBM DB2, MS SQL databases. So the speed is very less comparing to S4HANA. The performance is less, very less. So this will be winding up in 2027. So some experts says this version will go on up to 2035. Okay. So HANA. So HANA means high performance analytic appliance. Okay, it's a memory and column oriented database. So in database, data will be stored in the column oriented in HANA database. But in case of ECC databases like Oracle, MS SQL, IBM DB2, the data will be stored in row oriented. But here in SAP S4HANA, so data will be stored in the database as a column oriented. So that's the reason it has massive speed. Okay, and we can pull the reports easily, and the same will deploy to the top management. Okay, so here it is integrated with the AI, ML, machine learning, etc. Okay. SAP S4HANA is like a advanced version, business suite for HANA. Okay, so the abbreviation is business suite for HANA. This is the fourth version of SAP's business suite. So it combines OLTP means transaction, OLAP means analytics. So it's a next generation ERP software. Okay. So it has connected with Fury apps, Universal Journal, CDS views, embedded analytics. So this has modern interface and has advanced capabilities. So this S4HANA can be deployed in on-premise, private cloud and public cloud. So these are the advanced options that we can see in SAP S4HANA platform. So ECC supports only on-premise. S4HANA supports both on-premise and public cloud, private cloud. Okay. So SAP S4HANA supports on-premise, cloud and hybrid model. Hybrid means both on-premise and cloud. In cloud we have two types of clouds. One is private cloud and second one is public cloud. Okay. So we will explain these areas in detail mode in upcoming slides. Yeah, I will explain. So we have this slides, everything is there, but it will let me explain this. Here I will explain everything, okay, don't worry. So we have dedicated slides are there for these deployment options, but let me explain one by one. Okay, so SAP S4HANA supports on-premise, cloud versions, and hybrid. Hybrid means companies they can use both on-premise and cloud version. Cloud version means there are two types of clouds. One is private cloud and second one is public cloud. We have detailed class for this on-premise, private cloud, public cloud. So I will explain it in upcoming slides. So relationship between ECC, HANA and S4 HANA. So we already discussed about ECC. ECC is the old version. S4 HANA is the latest version. Okay, ECC supports third-party databases like Oracle, MS SQL, IBM DB2. SAP S4 HANA is simplified data model. It supports only HANA database. So we can run HANA database in ECC system, and so the same vice versa means we can also run this HANA database in SAP S4 HANA system. Okay. So this is one example. So if you want to extract GL report, it will take 2-3 minutes due to heavy joins. But in SAP S4 HANA, in fraction of seconds, we can see these reports. Okay. So data will be delayed in ECC version, but in SAP S4 HANA, so system will work very faster, and we have HANA database. HANA database high performance analytical appliance. So here we can extract every report in easy manner. Okay. So here UI means user interface is GUI, but in SAP S4 HANA we have Fury apps. So this ECC database supports G programs and complex scenarios the same way SAP S4 HANA supports G programs and complex scenarios, and it will give faster result comparing to the ECC. ECC ERP suite. S4 HANA is the modern ERP. Okay. So this is the legacy architecture. This is outdated. So this is
Only possible in S4 HANA?
which one?
Z.
Yeah, G programs. Yes.
Only possible in HANA or
HANA is the database. Okay. So it's a database. Okay. It's a database only. So we can do this in S4 HANA. Okay. Here clearly given. Okay. So G programs regarding G programs customization. So more complex, faster. Okay.
actually I've seen so many Z programs in my current organization
Mhm.
and there are a lot of Z programs.
Okay.
I believe they are not working in SAP S4 HANA. This is the
So we can extend. Okay. SAP S4 HANA. We can extend this for private cloud. Okay. But public cloud it is not supported mostly. So for small scale organizations, public cloud is recommended. So G programs will not be supported for public clouds. Okay, rise if objects means rise if objects is the SAP S4 HANA has a dedicated deployment rise with private cloud. Okay, so this supports all like whatever the things in the ECC that the same will be there in the private cloud. But in SAP S4 HANA public edition, okay, so very limited G programs, very limited this developments that we can do. This completely control under the SAP. Okay.
so could you explain more about public and private?
Yeah, that's the reason we have separate class for that. Okay. So I have so many slides are there. Okay. Let me explain the basic stuff. So then I will go to the advanced. Okay. Because most of the people here don't aware about what is SAP. That's the reason. So I'm explaining from the scratch. Okay. So when you if you know about more on the additional topics like what you are, that will come. Meanwhile, just wait. Okay. So if you have any questions related to the current slides, only ask me that
Okay.
because we will cover everything. Uh, Say SAP HANA database versus ECC supported databases. So we already discussed. So ECC is the traditional. Traditional means old. It's a RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. SAP HANA is the memory-based database. It's a highly advanced comparing to the ECC. It's a row-based SAP S4HANA column-oriented. So in database, data will be stored in tables. Okay, in database, data will be stored in tables, in the form of tables. It's completely column-oriented in SAP HANA database. But in ECC, it's a row-based. Okay. So here examples of databases: Oracle, IBM DB2, MS SQL, and in SAP HANA we have only HANA database. Okay. So storage, it's a disk based. Okay, read and writes from the hard disk. It's a RAM based. Okay. So data structure, it's a row oriented. It's a column oriented. So performance slower. This is very slow comparing to the HANA database. Okay. ECC databases completely traditional RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. These are row oriented. Okay. So designed for OLTP, online transaction processing. Slow for analytics. Okay. For BW means business warehouse. The business warehouse team will create new reports to the top management. HANA database, it's a in-memory column store. It supports both OLTP and OLAP. It's a memory database. So transition path ECC to HANA. So legacy ECC, legacy means old system ECC databases. Okay. So ECC we can integrate this HANA database in ECC also. Okay. These things we already discussed. Okay, so in the next session, so we will discuss about the on-premise, private cloud, public cloud, and SAP Business One. Okay, so as I told you, so our sessions will be only 45 minutes. Okay, so almost 45 minutes over. So this is free sessions for everyone. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, so we wind up this class today. Tomorrow the same timing. Okay, we already given two sessions. Okay, we already given two sessions completely free for everyone. Okay, so if you want to see the last, if you want to see the last class, so I will share you the details again in the chat box. So here you will see the demo links. Okay, and today I will share you one more demo class. Okay, so like today class will be shared in the this chat box. Okay, regarding the syllabus copy, so you can see all the details in my app, Chanu SK InfoTech app. Chanu SK InfoTech app will be available in the Google Play. Okay, so just explore that and download the app where your free materials are already there. Okay, where syllabus copy and every material, even today material also uploading. Please check. Okay, directly go to Chanu SK app that is available in the Google Play Store. Sorry. So just go to the Play Store and download the app and go to free material where Chanu SK material folder is there, where you can find the complete details, syllabus and etc. We will cover. Someone also yesterday asked about this concept DMES. We will cover DMEE, EBS, IDOC. No, this will not be covered here. This is advanced topic. Okay, BAPI we will cover. Okay, 4 topics we will cover 100%, but we will cover only functional point of view. What SAP FICO consultant will do in these areas. We don't have any ABAPer. Okay, and so to create G programs, etc. Okay, so if you need only these topics in advance, we have separate charges. Someone called yesterday regarding this. So for functional point of view, whatever the topics we discuss, that is sufficient to crack the interview. I will share you 45 workshop videos. That's sufficient to crack the videos. That's sufficient to crack the interview. Okay. So we have separate workshop videos are there. Okay. If you watch out those workshop videos, you definitely crack any kind of interview in SAP S4HANA Finance. Okay. So here we will discuss what SAP FICO consultant duties in the DME, EBS, IDOCs, these things. Okay. So those things also will cover in our sessions. So regarding the syllabus copy and daily notes, please go to the Chanu SK InfoTech app. Okay. So in the Google Play Store, please download it, and just go to free materials and where Chanu SK S4HANA FSO materials are there. Please download everything. Okay. Thank you all. See you in the next class.
One quick question, sir. The app is only for the Android mobiles or it will work for
It will support only Android mobiles, not support iPhones.
iPhones?
Yeah. Yeah.